Tokyo Day 4, we divided up into 3, and the third part was Shinjuku Gyo Park. If you pause this, you can read it. This garden was a feudal lord's mansion in the Edo era, and it was occupied by his family, Naitō family. It has a large open park area, the typical Japanese trees. The park was completed in 1906. It's the largest park in Tokyo and definitely the most beautiful park that we visited. This is a typical Japanese garden, traditional garden, and a typical Japanese tea house. The 144-acre park was opened after World War II in 1949. Before that it was closed to the public. We didn't stop for a cup of tea. A large pond and islands joined with traditional bridges. It's typically a Meiji era garden. Have a look to the right, there's a tree that's been cut, and that was damaged during the typhoon earlier in the month. There was a number of these ponds around, and these are the typical low-lying Japanese bridges that cross over the ponds. And of course we had to stand for the selfie. I'm not a selfie person. Within the gardens there are 3 areas. I can't remember which order, but the French formal garden with a long parade of trees on either side, and the typical English style garden with rose bushes everywhere, and the beautiful shrubs and flowers and rock gardens of all 3, Japanese, French and English. More of the English roses lining the park's walkways, and of course lots and lots of typical Japanese bonsai trees and plants. Big wide park area. There were people around, but not in this photo. This boulevard goes to the French garden. If you read the brochures and things, it tells you that in spring this garden has 1,500 cherry blossom trees. Here's another example of a tree chopped down because of the typhoon earlier in the month. and they had a greenhouse complex, but it was closed while we visited. Don't know why, probably the typhoon. Inside there's 2,400 tropical and subtropical species plants. Lovely views of the city in the wide open areas of the park. Walking around, we went back to the Japanese garden and pond area to get to an exit. An amazing amount of trees damaged by typhoons and in the recent month, and that included in the forest area as we left and near the open lawns. Another typical Japanese bridge. I've lost weight since this photo. And then the exit somewhere, whether it's to the right or left, I can't remember. So the video was produced by myself, and it's the end of another exciting video of Tokyo Day 4 Shinjuku Gyo Park.